Hey y'all! So last weekend we went and had breakfast at Topolino's Terrace, and I'll link that full video down below. We also explored Riviera Resort. It is gorgeous. Definitely check it out if you get the chance. This is my gluten-free breakfast review of Topolino's Terrace. Like always, I am gluten intolerant. I do not have an allergy. I do not have celiac. So while I try to give the best description and information as possible, make sure that you consult with a chef or consult with a manager if you're not totally comfortable with what you order. Additionally, both this experience and this review happened during COVID-19. So I don't think much was different except for the character interactions, but I'll talk about that later. But just know that maybe there's some menu items that they normally do have that they don't have right now. But things are different just because that's the world we're living in right now. So hopefully I'll be able to go back once this is all over and give an updated review. But even just, even during COVID-19, this was still an awesome experience. Topolino's Terrace is located on the 10th floor of Disney's Riviera Resort. If you're coming in from the parking lot, make sure to park on the left-hand side if you're looking at the front of the resort. I think it's also the east side. If you're coming in on the buses, I'm not totally sure where the bus stop is, but once you go in that main lobby, you want to go to your left past the pastry shop, Le Petit Cafe, and you're gonna turn right when you see a pretty picture of a Cinderella castle, and the elevators are on your right, and you'll go up to the 10th floor. It's the only thing on the 10th floor. So there's a waiting area that has amazing views of Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. You can see a little bit of Epcot, and you can see a lot of other resorts too, and the Skyliner and the rest of the Riviera Resort. So it's really nice while you're waiting for your table to be called that you have this amazing view. They were doing mobile check-in, so when we got there, I went on the My Disney Experience app on my phone, and I checked in, and I confirmed that I had a gluten allergy, and then I clicked OK, and it said that it would text me when our table was ready, and probably 15 minutes later, we got a text saying that our table was ready. So that's, I think the new norm that they're doing right now is that mobile check-in, just so it lessens your contact with other people. For the regular menu, it wasn't a QR code, but for the allergy menu, it was on a sheet of paper. So I got a physical allergy menu. Options available for gluten allergies were 2 eggs any style, which is roasted potatoes, your choice of smoked bacon, ham, or sausage, and those 2 eggs. The wild mushroom scramble with spinach, plant-based eggs, plant-based sausage, and tomatoes. And the fruit plate with seasonal fruits, honey yogurt, seed granola, and toasted sunflower butter. So that's the menu. You can also ask for a gluten-free Mickey waffle. It's not listed on the menu. I'm not sure if there's a kids allergy menu that's listed on. It's not listed on the menu that I received, but you can ask for it. I'm not sure if they just don't have it all the time or what, and why it's not on a regular menu. It was really good. It was huge, y'all. Like normally you get those little Mickey waffles. No, this thing was probably like the size of my head, and it was covered in powdered sugar. I also got it with the 2 eggs breakfast, but I didn't have any eggs because I'm not a huge eggs for breakfast fan. And all of this was included in the price. So I essentially kind of got 2 entrees, and it was all that $42. So I got the Mickey waffle with breakfast potatoes and bacon. The breakfast potatoes were fabulous, like best breakfast potatoes I've ever had on property. They had some onions in them, and I'm not a huge onion fan, but I just ate around the onions and it was fine. But they were so good. I don't know if it's because they were made, not for a buffet, or it was just the seasoning they used, but oh my gosh, so good breakfast potatoes. And then the bacon was bacon, like it was good. But that Mickey waffle was so amazing. It came with a whipped butter and some syrup. Both the whipped butter and the syrup had hints of citrus, so if you're not a huge orange fan, I don't know if they have regular butter or not. I thought it was good. I don't like just eating oranges, but I like orange juice, and it wasn't too citrusy for me. So just know that the syrup and the whipped butter both taste a little bit like citrus. Before our meal came, or before our main meal came, we were brought out a pastry pail, so it looks like a little paint pail, and it comes on a little artist palette that has sides of butter and jam. So the gluten-free pail had 2 donuts and a muffin in it. The donuts were Kinnikinnick brand, I could tell just because I really love that brand. One of them was frosted, and one was more cinnamon flavor that was just kind of plain, but it was still really good. And then it was a blueberry muffin, which I don't normally like fruit in my muffins, but it was really good and really sweet, and it was just the perfect start to breakfast. They also have pog juice, which is passion fruit, orange, and guava juice. It's also the same thing as stitch juice that you can get at Ohana, or jungle juice that you can get at Tusker House, and it's perfect for breakfast, and that's also included in that $42 price. Normally at this restaurant you can meet Mickey, and he's dressed up as a painter, and you can meet Minnie, and she is a poet. Daisy is a ballerina, and Donald is a sculptor. Since this was during COVID-19, they weren't meeting and greeting at each table, but they did come one at a time to central points, so there were 4 points, kind of like the 4 corners of the room, that they would come, and they made sure to like look and, you know, do something for each table. So that was just really cool that they still tried to make that like personal interaction with you, even though they were from a distance. But I think it was, you know, a good substitute until we can have regular meet and greets again. They also did a parade, kind of, where all of them were out at once and, you know, were dancing the music and everything, kind of similar to a lot of character restaurants do. And they stood in those 4 corners, and each one came around again to those 4 corners, you know, doing their little dance and stuff. So that was really cute, and I really enjoyed that. Since they're not signing autographs, they gave us a card at the end that had all of their autographs and a picture of them on the back, so that was really cute and just a good keepsake to have. After breakfast, we went outside on the actual terrace, and the views were gorgeous. You could, again, see Caribbean Beach because it's right there. You could see Pop Century even way out in the distance. You could watch the Skyliner. You could see Galaxy's Edge, Tower of Terror. You could see Everest and the Tree of Life. That's the first time I've ever been able to see the Tree of Life from anywhere, from up high, because normally it just kind of blends in with all the other trees. You could see parts of World Showcase. You couldn't quite see the Spaceship Earth. You could see the swan and dolphin, and it was just really neat to stand up there and get to see all of that from up high. You can find my written review of Topolino's Terrace as well as the allergy menu again on my website, twirlingdownmainstreet.com, as well as other reviews that I've done of other restaurants that I might not have videos up of. There's a lot of restaurants on there that I haven't had a chance to go and video, but I've gone to them before I started videoing my reviews. You can also find a lot of the allergy menus, so I try to take a picture of every allergy menu that I come across and post it for you guys so that you have those resources, and there'll be more and more coming because I plan on doing a whole lot more eating at the parks as things start reopening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, wear your mask, wash your hands, be safe, and we'll see you later.